Hi, I'm Chris Merkel, a software developer with Dimensional Insight. Last year, we introduced the My Library UI on DivePort, and now we have incorporated that same UI into DiveTab as part of Gateway. I'm going to review the details of the My Library UI, show how we have incorporated it into our DiveTab client, and cover some improvements we've made to facilitate the unified Gateway experience. My Library, your personal hub for all reports and analytics, now on DiveTab. The My Library UI provides a new way to navigate your data. It gives easy access to various pages spanning your platforms, whether that data is on DiveTab, DivePort, or even ProDiver. And it is usable in both DiveTab and DivePort, and this gives a consistent, unified user experience. My Library is organized into a hierarchy of sections, shelves, and pages. Sections are your main topics, groupings, or applications. Each section will have several shelves, which you can think of as your subtopics, maybe all similar functions such as reports, dashboards, or presentations are grouped together. And then in each shelf, there will be several buttons which will jump to pages. And the pages are where your actual points of interest are. They could be a single DivePort dashboard, a specific sales presentation you need to give, a DiveTab report, a set of surveys, or even a particular ProDiver marker. I'm going to jump to a demo here in this Gateway site. In this particular site, our sections are particular applications like hospital operations or ambulatory operations. Each section has a number of shelves beneath it, and if I click on this, it will take me to a page. It could be a DiveTab report in this case, or it could be a DivePort dashboard. An important part of the Gateway Unified UI is the ability to easily access the advanced analytics of ProDiver. And to support that, we have added the ability to launch ProDiver directly from DiveTab, opening a marker, a divebook, or any file that ProDiver currently handles. Down here in hospital operations, I'm going to look at the advanced analytics shelf, and I'm going to click on this button. This is going to bring up ProDiver, showing a specific marker. This transition lets you shift from DiveTab, our lightweight data reporting application, to ProDiver, our analytics product that is specifically designed for such tasks. One exciting feature of the My Library UI is shortcuts and its personalization potential. Users can create shortcuts, helping them swiftly return to a page in a saved state or to ongoing tasks. Shortcuts are easy to create. If I jump back here to my demo, I'm currently showing a DivePort dashboard. I'm going to change some of the filter values of this page, maybe change the hospital and change the time period I'm looking at. Then I merely go up to the right-hand corner and click on the Add Shortcut button, and boom, I have created a new shortcut in my shortcuts bar that is showing this page. And even more importantly, because DiveTab and DivePort share the My Library UI, shortcuts I create in DiveTab can be viewed in DivePort. I'm going to jump over to DivePort. I'm showing this same site, and all right, I have the My Library UI here. I have shortcuts. Do a quick refresh, and the shortcut I just created is here with the filters that I set. So a shortcut that I created in DiveTab of a DivePort page is openable either in DiveTab or DivePort. So in conclusion, let me go back. The addition of the My Library to DiveTab is a big step forward in our Gateway Unified user experience. With My Library, pages of data and information are organized into sections and shelves, providing simplified navigation, whether the data is actually in DivePort, DiveTab, or ProDiver. And with the enhanced self-service capability of shortcuts, DiveTab and DivePort pages can easily be saved for even easier future access or to seamlessly share with others. Now, I'd like to switch topics and talk to you about two new Specter formatting options. These are conditional ranges, where the format of your data actually depends on the value of that data, and scientific notation, which is for very large numbers. Let me jump right into a demonstration to show you. I'm going to another DivePort, where I just have a simple table with revenue of 4 very different companies, 2 huge multinationals and 2 not so much. As you can see, the range of revenue between these 4 companies is quite large. I might like to format this data such that the width of the digits is approximately the same in all cases. I can apply a conditional range format to this values, where I set different terms for a particular range, use this format. For this other range, I use this format. It could be greater than, less than, or equal to particular ranges. So for billions, millions, thousands, I've applied this format to the revenue. And you can see now, for revenue, all the digits pretty much line up. Meta and Duncan are in the billions, Fly-by-Nights in the thousands, and my little side hustle selling tomatoes is just the number itself. So what if I have even larger numbers? I'm going to expand on this example and add a 5th corporation, Infinitum Enterprises, which has much larger revenue than even our largest terrestrial corporations. The format I applied previously doesn't really work here. It's still a lot of digits in that number. But in this case, I'm going to apply our scientific notation format and add another column. Now, all of the numbers in our revenue are displayed in scientific notation, and they are brought in line with each other. So we have a couple of new formatting options in Specter now. Conditional formatting, where different formats can be specified for different ranges of values, and scientific notation, for when your numbers are very large. And now I'm going to hand it off so we can learn more about new chart portlet features.